Okay, everybody. Today is June 14th, 2026. And I'm coming to share a dream that I had this morning. Pardon the voice. I'm a bit stuffy. But anyway, this was the dream I had, okay? So again, this is about the darkness. So I know you're probably thinking, how many dreams is she having about this darkness? I don't know. I have no control over what I see in my dreams or my visions, as we all know. So, this is what happened. I was at a store and I was getting water. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So, apparently I had seen the sign, but I didn't experience it in a dream. So this is after the fact. After I saw the sign and knew that the darkness was coming and that I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but I didn't experience it. So I don't know what I saw prior to this, but there was a great sense of urgency, okay? So I'm in the store and I got a gallon of water. After I got the water, I then purchased, it was like a commercial size, I suppose, because I've never seen corned beef this large. It was a rectangular shape, but it was very big. So the only thing I can think of is that it's commercial grade. But the top was removed, as if they had opened it to sell it, but the person changed their mind or something. So I said, can I get it for 50% off? Since I wanted to purchase it, this large can of corned beef. Now the picture here does not do it justice as far as size, but this was the best that I can find. And I don't know, I'm assuming they agreed because I purchased it, okay? Now, the owner of the store was a woman, and she had these velociraptor. I know, but there was more than one of them. I want to say maybe 5 to 6 velociraptors that she was breeding, and they were big enough. They were not tiny. They reminded me of Blue, if you've seen Jurassic World. So when, the baby, Blue, around that size, that he was training in the movie. But they were black, kind of like the image that you're seeing right now, very similar to that, okay? Just to give you a vivid image. Anyway, so I was outside now, and they were outside, and I felt like they were preparing for something. It's like they weren't ready to attack, but they were making these noises. So I'm going to pause. You're going to hear me play a sound. I tried to find this online, but it was kind of difficult. And I'm going to try to actually do it first with my mouth, but I'm not going to be able to recreate the sound. Neither one of them sounds exactly the same as what I heard in my dream, but this is the closest I can find, okay? Or recreate with my mouth something like this. Not even close. And I'm kind of stuffy, so it's much harder. But I will pause and play that other sound that I found online, okay? Okay, so after this, I'm now walking in the street. I felt like I was in New York City, and there were just random people walking in the street alongside me. And I stopped and I spoke to random people, and I was warning them about the darkness that is coming. And I remember I saw a friend of mine, previous friend of mine when I was in high school. I ran into her and I started telling her like what she needed to do, make sure that she has something to cover up her windows and tape up her windows, make sure that the light does not shine through. These are instructions that I was giving her and a random dude in the street, okay? And I was moving with great urgency. So after this, I was now with my sibling, like one of my siblings, and I knew that I was going to be in New York City with them and not at my house. And I was thinking about this. In my head, I was speaking to the Lord and saying, but Lord, why am I going to be in New York when I'm quite prepared at my house? But I had this immediate understanding that that's where the Lord needed me to be, that I needed to be in New York with them. And it was going to be both my siblings, two of my siblings, and one of my nieces and my mother was going to be in New York in this apartment. So I was trying to prep as fast as possible to get ready. So as I was walking with my sibling, we went to another store. And in this store, I got crackers, these water crackers. But strangely enough, the bag was open. You know, when you open up a bag, and in your house, and you're trying to keep it as fresh as possible, so you kind of wrap it around, twist it around at the top to make sure that the air does not get in there so it can last as long as possible. That's how they had it in the store. And I knew that, but I bought it anyway. And I asked for ramen, the dry ramen noodles, not the cup one. I initially, in my mind, I wanted the cup noodles, but I was with my niece at this point, and she went to the shelf and she grabbed, it was a bag of it had maybe about 4 ramens inside of the bag, each bag. And I told her I wanted like 4 of those. And so when she grabbed it, that bag also was open and falling out. And I was getting like the beef one or the chicken ones. So that one was also open, I noticed. But I didn't really care. I didn't get the cup ones that I wanted for more convenience. She grabbed that one and it was open. So I was just like, whatever. So after this, we got out the store and now we're outside. And my sibling, she said to me that she needed to go to Target. And I said, listen, we don't have a lot of time. I said, we don't have 8 or 10 hours. We have maybe 1, 2, or 3 hours is what I said to her before the darkness came. But I didn't say those words, but I knew, like that's what we were talking about. We were trying to hurry. Well, I was more in a hurry than she was. But for some reason, she wanted to go to Target, and Target was not too far. Like where I was standing, I can see Target store like maybe a block away, and we were in the city. So I was thinking that maybe that Target means that people are going to be targeted, because I knew that the velociraptors were going to be eating people. And so when I was warning people, I told them that the creatures were going to be eating people, that they should not go outside, that they should lock their doors, and stay inside and make sure that they have, items, water, resources, food, and stuff like that, is what I was telling people as I was warning them. And I also remembered that I had these printout that I had done in real life. I remembered in the dream that I had it, and I was thinking the scriptures that I have on my sheets are the ones that I'm going to use during this warfare, this spiritual warfare, when the creatures are out trying to dominate and kill people. And so after I said that to her about not having a lot of time, I remember looking up into the sky, and I was looking at the sun, and it was still light out and it was cloudy. I remember it was blue and white in the sky, and I was looking at the sun, which was partly cloudy, and I just knew that I had limited time left. So I didn't understand why my sibling wanted to go to Target. I guess she wanted to get more stuff, but I just wanted to get to safety. I just wanted to get inside so I can start, like blacking out my windows and such. So when I woke up from the dream, what I thought about was pterodactyl, which is weird because when I saw the raptor in my dream, like I knew what it was because I've seen Jurassic World. I've seen those movies. So I knew what it was when I woke up, but for some reason I said pterodactyl. So I'm thinking that maybe it is hinting towards both the raptors and the pterodactyl. I don't know. But when I woke up, I was filled with the Holy Spirit. And I felt a great sense of urgency to warn people again. And I don't know why I keep seeing this, because I've done quite a few videos about this. And the Lord decided to show me this again with a little bit more details. So if you feel led to do this, please share with others and let them know. I feel like I need to warn people outside of just YouTube, that I need to start talking to people that I know, whether it's my neighbors, friends. I don't care if I look crazy. I believe that's why I keep seeing it, because maybe people are not ready. Not maybe. We know that. People are not ready. People are not prepared. People don't know what is coming. So those of us that do, it's our job to warn them. So if you feel led to do so, warn people. If you believe that this is true and this is from the Lord, warn people. Don't worry about how you come across. Don't worry about how they receive you. Either they receive what you're saying or they don't, but at that point, you've already done what the Lord has put into your heart. So I believe that's why I keep seeing it, because more people need to hear about this. And if we know it and it's in our hearts and the Lord laid that upon us, then we should warn people so they are not literally left in the dark. I'm sorry for breathing all over my microphone. Forgive me. But I just had to come on and share this with you. So, as usual, pray about it. See what the Lord reveals to you. And stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Keep God first. Bye-bye.